Hello, you're watching AFTV5. I'm Quinichi Lewis, production manager. Here in the studio today, we have Dino, and he represents Misterious Entertainment. He is the CEO and founder of this label, and we have three artists from the label today, and also Sunshine, the fashion specialist, sitting in the corner to the right. How are you doing today, Dino?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great today. Thank you for coming out. To my right, we have AT, and Dino is in the middle right here, CEO. And we have Miss 901 in the purple. And last but not least, we have MC. He's actually one of the new artists that signed about a week now. Is that correct? And AT, you've been also about a week signed with Misterious. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. And as Dino has mentioned, correct, all of these are rappers from your label.
Yes, they are.
That's correct. Okay. Well, I want to get into some questions, Dino, if that's okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to ask you the name Misterious Entertainment. What inspired you to particularly name it that?
Well, when I first started, decided to make this label and turn my hobby into a career, I wanted a name that would represent exactly kind of the feel that I had for music. At that time, there was a bunch of labels out there, indie labels all over the place. So I want to kind of hit them from nowhere. So came up with the name Misterious. So you never know where we're coming from.
Right.
That's the reason why my roster right now has such a diverse artist roster. People from everywhere come together, different styles of music, different accents, different dialects. That makes us who we are.
How long have you been in business? Like, has it been 5 years, a little bit under 5?
Actually, the label was established. We've been around 13 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, the artists you have, do you stick with one genre of artists, meaning gospel? You have any gospel? Do you have any R&B?
I don't stick with one genre. The only genre I have not been able to master yet is country. It's just a little difficult to catch the rhythm and the instruments that's used in it. I don't have a lot of acoustic instruments, so I can't replicate that sound. But we do have a lot of rappers with mostly hip hop, R&B. I do have a reggae artist that I just recently signed out in Atlanta. He hails from Trinidad, South America.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, gospel. I've worked with every genre other than country.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we were speaking just shortly about producers. You say you have 3 producers, correct, on board?
Yes,
right
that
now.
is correct. I have 3 producers. 2 are on the East Coast, and 1 right now is in Korea.
Okay. And before I move on to your artists, I wanted to talk about what we spoke briefly about what's currently going on with you and your artists, where you're traveling, and the current state of what you guys are doing.
Okay. The current state of Mysterious Entertainment is we recently signed a contract with SMG Universal. So now we are a part of the SMG Universal Global Network. We've been doing a lot of restructuring. Hence, we just brought on Sunshine as our fashion specialist and some other folks along the way as well. We have a bunch of shows coming up. We travel, we do shows everywhere right now in generally the southern region. But we do have some stuff coming up at the end of the year, towards the first part of the year, a little further north, Midwest, even as far as out west in California. Our current project right now that we're getting ready to really push is it's called the Southern Ride Mixtape. It's being hosted by Swisher House. They're also going to be promoting it. SMG Universal is going to do the distribution. We have a company called Push that we work with out of Dallas. It stands for Promote Until Something Happens.
Wow.
My partner out there, Jason Dixon, he is the CEO and the founder of that company, as well as Urban Elevation, which is a promotion and marketing firm. They're also going to be doing a lot of the promotion and everything as well. LaShawn Turner out in Los Angeles with Urban Indie Radio. She's also doing a lot of promo stuff for us right now. I have one song from Miss 901 right now in current rotation out there. I have a song in Atlanta on A105 that's in current rotation as well. So Our next biggest project coming up right now is going to be Miss 901's debut album. And immediately after that, simultaneously, we're going to be working on our first yearly annual project. It's going to be a hip hop Christmas CD
Wow.
that's going to be released in December. of this year.
Compilation, correct?
Yes, a compilation. Yes.
That's great. So I had one last question. I believe I've asked you personally. Do you have anything out? Are you an artist yourself, or are you just
Yes.
a founder?
Yes, I am an artist.
Okay.
I have released several albums over the years. I want to say a total of maybe 8.
Wow.
You can find them on iTunes. You can go to my website, www.mysteriousent.com. There also you can learn about all of the artists there because they have their bios, their photos, sample music, all sorts of stuff. You can see our timeline, our event calendar. We actually have an event coming up in Killeen in August. It's going to be a community event. We're just going to go out. We partner with T-Mobile, Coors Light, the Battered Women's Health Organization, and we're just going to do like a little cookout, sell some hot dogs and barbecue, and have a little jumpy thing for the kids and some face painting and
It's gonna be great.
some stuff like that.
Well, I want to congratulate you, Mr. Dino, for all the successes. These are really big things that are happening right now with your label, and I'm pretty sure you are grateful.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure there's a very, very powerful testimony behind the music, behind your artists,
Yes.
real life, putting it into the music and just pressing. And I'm pretty sure there's been no's and all those things, and you have used it as your fuel to keep going, and that has, I believe, gotten you where you are today.
Yes.
So I want to
Absolutely right.
congratulate you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. And I would like to start with MC. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I want to start with, tell us a little bit about your music, CDs you have out, singles, and what's currently happening with your CD right now.
As of right now, I'm pushing a mixtape, One Step Closer, and it's with my partner Who That. He just got signed same time I did, about a week and a half ago, with Misterious ENT, and he produces as well. We have a studio as well in Killeen, and we just been pushing it here locally, and hopefully with Dino we can step out and branch out and do bigger things. So I'm from Virginia. I'm just out here in Texas, just East Coast. It's different out here, but I'm surviving though.
That's good.
And,
So, tell me a little bit about your testimony, about behind the music. What made you want to step into the field of seriously making a career of music to be an artist?
Well, I know at first I did a lot of poetry, a little bit of spoken word and stuff like that. I think eventually, after just hearing different artists that that I pretty much looked up to, you know what I'm saying, it made me want to step out there and I figured I could put my poetry behind beats and see how that turns out. And got feedback from people, and they accepted it. You feel me? So I've been keeping it up, and every day I just I take one step at a time. I'm trying to progress in my craft. So
you are in the military now here.
yeah, I'm a soldier.
And how long have you been serving?
About 3 years now.
3 years. Well, thank you for serving our country. That is a serious position to have for America, the U.S., and I just want to thank you for serving our country. And also congratulations to everything that's going on with you and your music right now. And so I want to talk with you, AT. That's okay with you? I'll put you next. AT, congratulations also to you being a new artist with Dino.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your CD. You have any new releases? What's going on with you and your CD?
All right, let me tell you how I got started. Actually, I didn't really get into music until I was about 16, 17. My cousin, my younger cousin, he was actually rapping way before me, and he just said, "Hey, AT, hey, come here, let me hear this, and won't you write something down?" All right, so I did something to a little instrumental, and got a little feedback from the little neighborhood, or whatever, and they said, "All right, you sound pretty good. Maybe you should do something more." So over the years, I've been off and on it. Joined the Army, went to Iraq, and that's where I actually wrote most of my music in Iraq, you know, on my downtime. Put together a little bit of mixtape or whatever, you know, pretty much concepts, and I got good feedback by the you know, by the post, and they liked it, and been writing ever since. So I took it a little bit more serious when I got to Germany. Did a few little recordings. I actually did a show in front of a Turkish crowd.
That was tough.
That was different. That was different. But they loved it. They embraced it, and so I was like, okay, well,
Better than Americans?
Yeah, maybe I got something going here. So and I meet Dino here because I just switched jobs within the Army. Oh, that's complicated. You know, I won't explain too much about that. But I just switched jobs, and so I was like, hey, so Domino, he does music. And I thought he was just like a regular artist, just, you know, probably perfect beats or whatever.
Right.
But it turned out that he had his own little record label. So he embraced me. He listened to some of the music I had. He loved some of my concepts and my ideas I had to bring to the table, and signed with him. So, you know, I guess it kind of fell that way. So, you know, grateful. So we're gonna do bigger and better things, and yeah. So.
Well, I want to thank you also, AT, for serving our country. That is a very, very important, responsible task to do. And last but not least, Miss 901. How are you doing, Miss 901?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Miss 901 is coordinated, and she is sporting her Misterious tube top today, representing the label. That is awesome.
Always.
That's amazing. So Miss Miss 901, let me correct myself. Tell me a little bit about your CD, what you have going, and what's happening currently with you.
Okay, well currently we're still about to get ready and release the mixtape, Southern Riot. I'm on there on several songs with several other artists that is on the label, and some artists that is not on the label. Just a collaboration of a lot of good artists from all over. Of course, I mean by different states, because as Dino stated earlier, we all are from somewhere different. That's what kind of makes us mysterious.
Right. Right.
So when each one opens their mouth by being from a different place, you're never knowing what's gonna be said.
Right.
And
Very
shortly
true.
after the Southern Riot mixtape, I'm still in the process of writing and recording some more songs for my album. I do have some, have not yet came up with a title because I can't stick to one topic.
Right.
So it's been kind of hard to title what I want the album to be, but I just want it to be more so a voice for the ladies, for the women, the ones that work, the ones that go to school, the ones that's raising their kids, the ones that's on their own, and the ones that even have someone with them. So it's you can expect songs that's heartfelt, but yet with a hip hop melody to it. A lot of truth,
Right.
you know, and that's part of why my name is what it is, besides being anything else. Miss 901, because I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee, and that's where I was born and raised, and a lot of the things that I experienced in my life and that I learned, it came from there. So to always be a reminder of who I am and where I'm from, no matter where I'm going, I'll still be me.
Right. So, Dino, I didn't get a chance to ask you about songwriters that are on board.
Mhm.
For your artists, Miss 901, AT, and MC, who writes the music?
Each artist writes their own music.
That is also a great
Yes.
accomplishment. You really don't find it's, you know, the success level that you're in, or just being as serious as you are into the field of music, to find artists that are talented as writing
Yeah.
their own.
Each artist writes their own music. During our studio sessions, every once in a while we will broadcast them on Google Plus Hangouts, so people can actually, you know, sit and watch us. And
They witness it.
yeah,
They
and I
witness
mean
a song coming to life.
we've had as many as 200 people log in at one time watching us in the studio just work. And when the artists get to writing, every so often we'll kind of collab back and forth. If I'm writing and I'm getting writer's block, I might ask Miss 901, give me a word that rhymes with this, or I need a phrase, or we'll pause or something, and I'm just like, I need some help on this one. Now I got everything, I just need this one little line, and she might come up with half of it, or another artist might come up with a word to go with it, and we work as a family. There's absolutely positively no egos in my studio, none. All egos are left outside, including myself. So the goal is to make each song the best that song can possibly be. It may not be the best song in the world, but it's gonna be the best that song can possibly be. So if it means my artist telling me, Dino, that sucks, you need to rewrite that.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it takes that, that's what it takes. Because once you release it, once I put it to the world, you can't take it back.
That's right.
So when we put our name on something and we put it out to the world, it is the best that it can possibly be.
That is great. I want to congratulate all of you guys for your hard work, for being so independent. And tell me, is this independent label, or how
Yes.
would you say it?
Yes, it is an independent label. However, with our current contract with SMG Universal, we now have the ability to distribute nationwide, in-store and digital.
Okay.
So basically, with SMG behind us, we're not that different from a major label. The only real difference is finances.
Right.
We just don't have the budget of a major label.
Right.
But other than that, Misterious Entertainment, SMG Universal, that's now the actual name of my company.
And I tell you, some people think that, and sometimes it is the case, having money to get money.
Mhm.
But when you are good at what you do, there's always going to be someone around in the bush to come along and say, I want to support what these people are doing.
Yes.
And just by listening to everybody's testimony here, just by listening to the success of what you're doing and how you're pushing, I believe that is happening and it's going to happen.
Yes. I believe it too, and I believe all of my artists believe it, which is the reason why Miss 901 has stuck with me for so long. And she'll tell you, I'll tell her, hey, be patient, be patient, it's coming. Because I know I'm an artist as well. So as an artist, when you make something and you know it's good, you can't wait for the world to hear it. And you want to get it out there and you want to push it. Sometimes you have to, I learned this a long time ago in the business aspect of it. You have to slow down, take a step back, and make sure all your ducks is in a row before you throw it out there.
Right.
Now, from an artist standpoint, it gets a little frustrating sometimes. But to the testimony of all of the artists on my label, my entire team that we have now, which is comprised of just about 25 people. Everyone understands, everyone embraces it, everybody is a family, we work together, we eat together. We just had a meeting yesterday at Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's a good way to do it, huh?
with everybody supporting everybody, that is actually the backbone and the secret to the success of Misterious Entertainment, to be honest with you.
That's great. And I feel what better way as an artist than to write about your life, because you can never go wrong writing about your life, writing about personal experiences.
Yeah.
It has to come out great.
Yes.
And if no one accepts you, then it's not the fact that there's any judging in that. It's just the fact that that's you and that's what you bring to the table. And you can't get no deeper than that.
You're right.
So I thank you for coming out today. I want to talk just for a second. Sunshine, I want to just acknowledge your presence because it is important what you do. You support the artists in fashion. So, how long have you been with Dino and Misterious Entertainment, Sunshine?
Actually, it hasn't been that long. I was kind of behind the scenes and sister of Miss 901. So when she started out in the beginning, just on her own locally back home in Memphis, I was just there. And so when she up one day and moved to Texas, she showed up on my doorstep and was like, I'm moving. I'm like, okay, so where are we going? But she moved to Texas and I was left in Memphis. And actually, I think a month or two later, I just packed up and came down here. And she continued on with her music, and I just kind of stuck with her, like helping her with hair and makeup and wardrobe. And so when Dino said that Mysterious Entertainment was trying to keep up with her, she was the only female, so I didn't want her to blend in with the guys. So I wanted her, if she's gonna be the first female on the label, she has a certain standard she have to keep up. So we kept that up, and he kind of like just recruited me to do the same for the guys. So here I am, and it's been an experience.
I believe that even though Dino recruited you, I believe that you believe in your sister
I do.
and you have a passion for what she does. And I believe your music, her music, excuse me, relates, and you can relate to it, and you find a place of peace when you listen to it. Because anytime there's family, just like you guys are a family, you know, everyone's not related here, but anytime you have family in music, let's just say if it's a wife married to a husband and he's producing her, you know, we always want to look out for each other. So I believe that part of the reason is just being there for your sister naturally, and that you're going to be there through the thick and thin.
Yeah, that's true, because when she first came out and said, it's like we knew she wrote poetry, and sometimes she'll share her poetry, sometimes she wouldn't. But she's the type that always have the private thoughts, and you never know what she's thinking. So when she says it, it's like a shocker, because you never know about her thoughts. So she started to put it into her rapping and music. And when she first said she wanted to be a rapper, I didn't know what to say. But if that's what you want, okay, I'm behind you. And I just am glad that I can take part in her success, and this is what she want to do, so I back her up on it.
That's amazing. I want to thank you, Dino, for coming out and sharing your artists with me, AT.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Miss 901 and MC Sunshine. And I want to thank you so much. And let me know, Dino, so for the camera, where everyone that are interested, looking at your artists today, interested to listen
Okay.
to the artist's music, where they can find your artist's music.
The main focal point where you can find out any information about my artists or the label is my website, the official website, www.mysteriousent.com. You can follow us on Twitter. It is at mysterious_ent.com. And we're also on Facebook, but I will let each one of my artists tell you what their Facebook is. And you can also follow them on Facebook. We'll start with MC.
You can find me up there on that Ashtray, MC as well. And yeah, find me up there on Facebook. I just got a Twitter the other day. I'm new to the tweeting thing. But yeah.
901.
Okay, you can find me on Facebook at Kaye First Lady, spelled all the way out. You can also follow me on Twitter at Miss_901.
M-I-Z-Z.
M-I-Z-Z, that's correct. M-I-Z-Z is the way to spell Miss. So Miss_901 for Twitter. And check out me on my Reverb Nation page as well, Miss901.
AT?
She got a lot of pages.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna tell y'all that I ain't even got a Twitter, I ain't even got a Facebook. All right,
But he will.
But I will have it though. Facebook, you might well count on it being your boy AT, you know, ATL or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll post some of my stuff up on the Misterious Entertainment website, and you guys will find out when I get my Facebook and Twitter.
And if you can't remember everybody's Facebook and Twitter, you can always go to the main Mysterious ENT Facebook page, which is facebook.com/MysteriousENT. If you go there, all of the links for all of my artists, photos, videos, music, links to their other pages, you can go there and you can find all of that information there.
There you go, got it.
You can also call me, almost forgot. You can also call me. My business line is 832-304-DINO, D-I-N-O.
Once again, I thank you for coming out, Dino, and thank you for all the artists that can make it. Thank you for sharing your personal stories of why you do what you do. And like, once again, you guys wear many hats. I would encourage you to keep in contact. Would like to follow up with what you're doing. If you'd like to come back in, let us know. And just thank you once again for all of you guys coming out and sharing your personal time with us today.
Thank you so much. Mysterious Entertainment wants to just give a special thanks to AFTV5 for giving us this opportunity, allowing us to come out here. I met Samuel out at the Juneteenth celebration when we were out performing, and he's been nothing but wonderful since the day I met him. I was kind of slacking with getting back to him because he emailed me first, but we do want to say thank you.
Well, we appreciate the thank you, and thank you for coming out, and it has been a true inspiration to listen and to just get to know different people, and you guys are good people to know. Really, truly.
Appreciate it.
So this is Quinitra Lewis, and we have Dino with Misterious Entertainment. He is out of Killeen, Texas. If all of you guys want to know where he's from, where his label is actually located, is in Killeen, Texas.